this weekend. I just think of the way that team plays under Mikel Arteta and think you'd have been perfect, even now.
Yeah, they are flying.
Yeah.
They are flying now, and
Why didn't it work for you?
I don't know. I think because it was in the middle of the, it was changing a lot, and I don't know. I don't have answer to say why it didn't work, and I was excited when I signed with them, and I was, training hard and the same way that when I was at Chelsea, but it just doesn't work, and that's it.
Yeah, I suppose one thing that I always think back to and did when I was getting ready for this interview, you left with I think a lot of credit and a lot of honour. Was it 2 years of your contract? You said no, I just it's best for both if I go.
Yeah, I think any other player in my situation,
sit on the bench.
Sit on the contract and got the money, and because I had a great, a good contract there, and people were saying to me, "You're crazy, you're gonna let this money like this, you're crazy, you blah blah blah,"
Well, these people close to you saying,
yeah.
People
close to me, yeah.
Who's saying this?
It's better not to say.
Okay.
But it's friends and family, and so they were saying that because I was 32.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna do that? You're crazy. You let this money like this? No, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
why did you decide differently?
It's sometimes it's not about money. It's about getting pleasure every day, and I wasn't getting pleasure there, and I decided to, to leave the money and to leave the club.
Last question before we get to Fulham. I presume when you left Arsenal and London for Brazil, you thought that was your forever, you and your family going home, and you would stay in Brazil?
Actually, I was always saying that I don't want to go to Brazil. I don't want to come back to Brazil. I want to stay in Europe. But when I was this situation with Arsenal, and I started to speak with Corinthians in Brazil, I started to get excited, because it was my team that I always support when I was a kid. My family support Corinthians, and I was getting excited, and I say to myself, maybe it's a good opportunity to come back and to play there, and to feel again, to come back to Brazil after 15 years in Europe, and maybe it's a good opportunity. And then I decided to go.
Yeah, and you're clearly a big family man. You've spoken a lot about your family in this interview. Was that the reason why you had to come back to England? It didn't work for your family in Brazil?
Yeah.
Maybe even wasn't safe?
Because we always... I left Brazil in 2007, and then I always went to Brazil when I had holidays.
Yeah.
And it's different when you live there and when you have holidays there. So, so I always have holidays. You spend 15 days, 20 days, see friends, families, and leave again, go to, come back to Europe. So now after 15 years in Europe, I went to live there. It was different, it was completely different, and it was so difficult for me and for my family as well.
So how did this move happen? Back to West London, but to Fulham this time?
It was amazing. I thank God every day. I think, the way the Fulham people, they, welcomed me there, and was amazing. People that works in the club, the fans, everything. So it's a club that want to, to achieve something important, and it's amazing to be back in, in Premier League and play for Fulham now.
Are you enjoying your football as much as you ever have?
Yeah, enjoying a lot, because I know I have maybe 4 or 5 years more. And
4 or 5 years more?
So I wish.
Do you want to say your age now?
34.
So you're thinking
Yeah.
What you think, you Premier League for another 4 or 5 years?
I don't know if Premier League, but I wish, yes, you
Yeah.
know. So I want to enjoy myself every single day, because I have 4 years, 5 years playing football, and I have to enjoy as much as I can, you know, because when you stop, you stop.
Yeah.
So I have to enjoy it a lot, and I'm doing that. I'm enjoying. I go to training ground with a smile on my face, and enjoy myself inside the pitch with my teammates, and yeah, it has been good.
Do you know what? Sometimes I like interview footballers, speak to footballers, and wonder like how much they love or how much they enjoy being footballers. One thing's clear, speaking to you, you still love football, I guess, as much as you did when you were 6 or 7 and you started kicking a ball for the first time.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love football. This is my life, you know. It's the only thing that I know how to do. So yeah, football is my life, and I love it. I love it.
Was it important to you after the last couple of years? Does it mean a lot to you, to the way you've come back and shown your level? You've shown what a good player you are again.
Yeah, I'm happy because of that. Not because I have to prove to anyone, but I just have to prove to myself that I can, that you know, doesn't matter the age, but I can continue play at a high level, and yeah, I'm really, really happy, and I want to continue. I want to keep improving myself every day, every game, and yes, I'm going for it.
The club are also going for it. What do you think is possible this season for Fulham, given the position you've put yourselves in?
We dream. We have a dream to, you know, to put Fulham at that's the best position we can, and we have to go step by step, game by game, and we are going to see at the end of the season which position we're gonna finish. But I think we have a good team to finish well the season, you know, to still playing well, and to do something good.
And for you, when you do finally stop, when you're 38, 39, who knows, maybe even 40,
Maybe, yeah.
what's next? What's next for you? What's life after football look like? You're going to stay in London, you're a Londoner, you've got your passport. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah, I already start to plan it, and I want to become an agent. You know, I want to become an agent. I want to still involved in football, you know. Yeah, I think it would be Agent Willian.
That's a nice way to end. Good luck to Agent Willian.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.